Merry meet, everyone. Long time no see. I do apologize I haven't come on here sooner. It has been super busy. This is the holidays, and I've been wanting to get on here and talk to you about a few things that have been going on. But again, I do apologize. I've just been super busy. Life does happen, and unfortunately, when it starts happening, it likes to pile it on. I have been having a little bit of allergy stuff going on, and I guess it's the changing of the weather. It's been getting cool, getting warm, that sort of thing. So please forgive me when I clear my throat. I do apologize for that. So I want to go ahead and get on with what I want to talk about. I want to talk about Venus and Pluto. This is the goddess of love and pleasure, and she is visiting with the Lord of the Underworld in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is all business. Capricorn likes things a certain way, but Capricorn is very grounding. And remember, it is an earth sign, so it does have to do with our material things, such as our finances, okay? Now, let's talk about Venus and Pluto. They have really influenced us this year. Their first meeting took place in January of 2021 this year. And this is a very potent energetic transmutation that is going on. And they meet up again on the 11th, this past Saturday. And again, for the third time on Christmas Day, which is December the 25th. Now, on the 11th of December, they rekindle the flame that they started at the beginning of this year. And this dance will, continue to happen until they finally meet back up for the last time this year on the 25th. So this is a last blast of energy that they'll be giving us. And this is really them making a statement. So what are they making a statement about? Well, Venus is in Capricorn, and this is, in this placement, she is very loyal. She's very practical, with an eye for beauty. So beauty is going to capture her eye very, very quickly. This is a very very much of an earthy energy. So it's very grounded. It is hardworking. It's a very reliable energy. And it really enjoys the finer things in life. So it's going to really focus on the home as well, because Venus is about the home. And Capricorn is about our foundation. So in business, the mindset would be, kind of like minds on their money and their money's on their mind. They are very good at making money. This is this sign, Venus in Capricorn. This is a very good placement for making money. Those of you who do have Venus in Capricorn, that's one of the characteristics. Another one is that this is highly organized energy. It's precise energy. And it is the energy that's really good at judging people's character. So this energy is conservative in nature, and it's looking more at the long-term effects, meaning it's not really worried about, the here and now. What are we going to do right now? It's worried about how are my decisions right now going to impact my long-term future? Not just next month, but how about 5 years from now? How about 10 years from now? So that it's going to be looking at that which is most valuable. Again, this is a very practical placement. Very practical. So if it's not valuable to them, if it's not part of the priorities, they're going to pass it by. This energy is also about being accountable for one's actions, agreements, and promises, as well as expecting all that is involved to carry their own weight and to do the hard work that needs to be done. Now, this is something that I really do want to look at, because in our world right now, we do see there's a lot of things that go unlooked at. And it seems with our social media as well as our mainstream media, they pick and choose at what they are wanting to put out there and what they want to show to the world. So in essence, when one does that, when they start catering to their own agendas, that's what they're doing. They're catering to their own agendas. They're wanting you to see what they want you to see and not what's really going on. And this is when your accountability starts being questioned. Are these people being accountable? Are these things happening? More and more, we see that energy of we see people acting out laws for thee and not for me. Well, that is that's not pulling your own weight. And with this placement with Venus and Capricorn, she's really going to look at, say, hey, and this is going to be looking at relationships, because, you know, Venus is in our relationship zone. And we don't want to be the martyr anymore. We don't want to be the one that is doing all of the work all the time, because that, you know, each one of us has a responsibility. They have something that they need to be doing. They have their own weight to carry. And that's one thing that I do see a lot in our world. People do not want to carry their own weight. They want things spoon-fed to them. They want you know, people to do their work for them. They don't want to put in that time and effort that is needed in order to accomplish. There's people that, you know, talk about wanting to learn to read cards, or wanting to learn astrology, or wanting to even walk a certain spiritual path, but yet they don't want to do the work. They just want to open the door and everything be there. Well, you know, that doesn't happen like that. Remember, life is about an unfolding. It's unfolding. It's not just blah. You know, I always think of life like a butterfly, how a butterfly comes into the world and how it's made, that sort of thing. So again, you know, what were your promises? What were the agreements that you made? You know, are you upholding them? Are you not? Where are you falling short? Are you pulling your own weight, or are you wanting everybody else to do it and you just, you know, get into it for the good times? Venus wants practical, secure relationships, and they will not accept anything else. So this is the energy that we're in, with Venus still in Capricorn. She wants realness. She wants practicality. She wants secure relationships. And what does that mean? Well, you know, she doesn't want somebody that's flighty. She doesn't want somebody that is going to the fair-weatheredness. I've had to cut off many of those fair-weathered friends. Those that I thought were my friends, because I am the kind of person that I will be absolutely truthful with you. If you are doing something that is harming you, if you are, you know, I will make you look at a different perspective. Sure, you walk your own path and you've got to do your own things. But at the same time, when you're in relationships with other people, it has to reciprocate. It has to be a give and take. Right? Relationships can't always be a give. Give. There's some people who just want all the attention on them. They want their everybody paying attention to them and their problems and what they're going through. And they never even consider what their other friends are going through, or the things that their other friends, you know, the problems that they have. And maybe they need support as well. So those relationships no longer work. especially for those that do a lot of taking, this is not going to be something that is not going to be tolerated during this time. And those of you that are on spiritual path, those of you that have been doing your work and have been working at getting, getting a harmonious balance in your life, you're not going to be able to have those people anymore. We tend to think that people should stay in our lives forever, but sometimes people come into our lives for seasons, and we have to be willing to let them go with that. So, again, this is very practical, cautious energy. So Saturn is regarded as the father of the zodiac. And he reminds us that too much, either way, is a bad thing, and we must try to find harmonic balance. So why am I talking about Saturn? Well, Saturn is Capricorn's planet. And Saturn is one of those that just, he does things not because he's wanting to be mean, just kind of like a parent. It is a parent that says, this may not be the best thing for you. You may need to go a different way. So Saturn wants the best for us. And through this, he tells us that, we have to understand, we have to find that harmony, that area where we are harmonizing. True, there may not be a complete balance. We may not find that complete balance, but we have to find that harmony. And Venus wants these deep, rich relationships that are solid and secure. And when Venus meets Pluto in Capricorn, we can expect some very manipulative energy in all relationships. And I think we have seen this starting to play out, especially those, if you are watching what's going on in our world right now, you're seeing a lot of manipulative energy played out. This energy is about abuse of power. We're seeing that. Scandals. How many of those have been covered up? Just this year. And massive changes within our material world, which is, we're having that right now. This is taboo energy as well, so we must remember that. And it can show us the shadow side of the different relationships, as well as the power struggles that go on within. So some of these key words are vendettas, especially against lovers, backroom deals, deals with the devil, kiss of death, are being violated by those that are supposed to protect you. Now, I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but there have been some backroom deals going on here lately. Things happening in order to manipulate the energy and in order to, to capitalize for people to capitalize on a certain agenda. We are seeing this happen, and, as far as being violated, many of us are being violated at this point. So we are seeing that continue to develop. Venus in Capricorn, it believes that we should all be pulling our own weight, that we should all be doing the hard work that is needed. Everyone has their own skills, and they should be using them in practical ways. And that's going to ensure the solid foundation. Everybody has their own gifts, their own set of skills that they're good at, and everyone should be doing that. So, and giving and providing from that. We live in a world that we really rely on others to make it through. We rely on farmers for our food. Some of us do grow our own food, our own herbs, things like that. But what if we need our car fixed? What if we need something else fixed that, we have no idea about? Well, there's people in our world that can do that, and we should understand the different skills. So again, using them in practical ways that ensure a solid foundation. A solid foundation, not a fly-by-night, not some wishful, wishy-washy, maybe this will work, maybe this won't, or will not work. It is time to get rid of that and to really see what is real here. What is real? Now, here Venus is being shown the shadow side of those who are in powerful positions that have made promises, oaths, to care, have made these different promises and oaths, those different promises to care for, the betterment, what is best for all in the long run. So we could also see some more propaganda coming about. Lies trying to be covered up, and we're seeing that now. Manipulations from places of communications, we're seeing that now. Those in power trying to strong arm others in a push for power over others, and we're really seeing this right now. You see, Venus is about love, and it rules love and money. So while Pluto is more concerned with power and sex, the exchange of energy, the unconscious shadow of the collective. That's Pluto. Pluto is the unconscious shadow of the collective. So you see, what Pluto does is he breaks down, he exposes, Scorpio, the Scorpio's all about lies, but when Scorpio is, around, sometimes that it will bring up those lies, it will expose them. So, this is, Pluto shows that unconscious shadow of the collective, and basically those things that we may seem as, we may see as unfathomable, things that we can't even, it's like, I can't even wrap my head around that. How is that possible? And I think we've seen that over and over. Capricorn is about security and status, integrity, reality, and karma. So this is a wicked combination here, and it will take us back to January 2021 this year. Do you remember what was going on? And that is when that Venus and Pluto had their first meeting. So what happened in January of this year? A lot of confusion, a lot of propaganda, a lot of shadows being exposed. So, a lot of scandal, a lot of things happening like that. Now, their dance will not end until March of 2022. So yeah, this energy is going to carry on into March of 2022, and it will also include Venus going retrograde. So yeah, this could be a time of ex-lovers coming back into your life. So, really be cautious there. It could be a time of going back to settle a score. So again, Venus, Capricorn, Pluto, this meeting up, it could be one of vendettas being paid back, especially in those lovers. So be careful with if exes come back into your life. Be careful with that. Do know that it is important to release that and to move on. We have to really be careful when we are trying to, step up in our life and do good. Sometimes that's always when the other shoe drops. It's like we're going good, we're doing better, we're advancing in our life, and we're doing all this, and all of a sudden that shows up and then tries to wreck it, don't allow it. You're going to have to draw your boundaries. That's what Saturn does. Saturn says, whoa, 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 you have gone too far. So be conscious of that. Pay attention to that. Now, this is very serious energy, but it isn't all bad, as this energy is really offering us up a wonderful time to clear our karma. Yes, to say the goodbyes, to make those endings, to draw those boundaries and say, you know what, no more. We are not doing this anymore. This is also the energy of powerful people working together for the benefit of all. This is people coming together and really working at helping everyone, not just, the wealthy and those that don't need it. This is about helping everyone across the board. In this placement, love and money karma will hit home, and things will need to be taken care of. So past debts that you didn't know about or you forgot about, those kind of things, that will be coming back up. So you will have to, take care of those personal things. With Venus representing our values and Pluto representing our soul growth, when mixing with Capricorn's energy, we will begin to hear our soul speak out to us, urging us to be proud of our authenticity, to follow our course that is in alignment with who we are. This is really, really a good time to get the BS out of our life and to really step up to the plate for ourselves. What is valuable to you? Well, you are. You are your most important asset. If you cannot take care of you, well, you do not exist, right? It starts with you. Invest in yourself. Understand that in order for you to do better, you have to actually do better. You can't just sit down and allow everything to come to you. You have to actually get up and go after it. Now, there is more to this dance as this down deep soul work. This is really some deep soul work that we will be re-examining our relationships. And that's all of them. Really getting down to the nitty-gritty and looking at our values, especially what we value in relationships. We are releasing the aesthetics. We are getting rid of, we have to look perfect for everybody. Despise the fact that, it's a disaster inside. Have you ever seen, I don't know, it's reminding me of those sets where you'll see just the front of the house, but if you look behind it, there's nothing else there. And that's what it reminds me of. So we're not really looking at the aesthetics as this is what looks good. That's what looks good. No, looking good is one thing. Being good is quite a different thing. And that's what this is wanting. It's wanting this realness. It's wanting the rawness, the deep authenticity of who we are. And this is, our astrology has been preparing us for this time over and over. I know when I was on the radio and I was doing that, I was talking about, opening up to your authentic self, about being true to you, all of these different things. And that is what is that's what it was getting down to, is at this time. It's time to get down to the nitty-gritty, look at our own values, what is important, and follow through with it. It's not about pleasing other people and what others will think. It's not about that. We are, we want to focus on what is real and to have more grounded and real relationships. So, letting all the Hollywood folks take a back seat and let them have their lives. And it's time to stop tuning in to those big stars that have their shows every night or whatever, every week, and seeing what's new in their life. Start tuning into your show. Start tuning into what you are doing for the world. Start tuning in to you. And is it easy? No. Is it worth it? Yes. If you don't want people telling you what you have to do and what you don't have to do, then step up for yourself. What is valuable to you? And go from there. So that is all. I will come back and I will do a full moon because we are having a full moon on the 18th. And this is really going to be shining some bright light. We will be having the winter solstice on the 21st. Some of you know it as Yule. This is when we're going to be moving into the sign of Capricorn. So yes, yes, yes. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Remember, we are rebuilding. We are having to get rid of the monsters, get rid of the swamp monsters, get rid of those monsters that want to feed off everyone else's hard work. And it's time to have those that want to work hard with you, that want to be right there with you, hold your hand through it, do as much work as you do, help you out when you can't, and so forth. So that is all for this reading. I do hope you enjoyed it. I kind of rushed through it. I'm sorry, but it's busy this time of year. We're getting ready for family to come visit and then go traveling to visit some more family. So I hope you have a very safe holiday season. If you do not get to watch my videos before then, again, it's starting. This is it. This is the last full moon of the year. And yeah. So I'll see you next time. Merry part until we merry meet again. I wish you all so much love.